Hey guys, decided to do a follow-up on why my motor is overheating, and I think I found the problem. Um, I decided to pull the controllers apart just to see what the issue was. This is the first one that I picked up and did a review on, and then afterwards I picked this one up. This is the one I was using on the motor now that's overheating, and I think I found the reason why. All the parts are the same, even the shunts, but you do a close-up of the green one. See how nice and clean that shunt is? The solder mask there's no solder or anything on it, it's nice and clean. And then you come over here to the blue one, there's this big ass blob of solder on the very bottom, bridging the two, and climbing halfway up it. Well, let's see what's happened here. And it's not for manufacturing. I think what's happened is someone bought this for a project. Found it wasn't powerful enough, so did a little bit of soldering, put a little bit of blob of solder or buttering it up just to see if they could pull more amps out of it, and basically gave up on it, put it back together and sent it back to Amazon. And the owner or the seller is not going to know that that was done. All they're going to basically do is just apply a voltage to it, test it. If it spins, then they're going to put it back on the floor, right? And I basically got a modified controller. This thing is pulling way more than 50 amps, sorry. Which would make a lot of sense because I tried this one on a same voltage, same amps on a 9C motor, and the motor got mildly warm, but it had more power. This one here just cooks anything you put on it. Even the alternator was tested on this one. So it's got to be pulling more than 50. It's got to be maybe 60, 65. So actually, originally I wanted to pull these apart. I wanted to pull one of these shunts out of each one of them to drop the amps. Usually how I do it anyway when I go by it is you got two shunts there, the same thickness as these. And that's good for, I think, 25 to 30. 50 or below is 3, and then you got 4 and 5 for 80 amps and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to lift a leg on each one of these, and that's to drop the amps below 50 and take care of the heat. I'm going to unbutter this because I didn't do that. This is a virgin, I never touched it, and hopefully that should take care of the heating problem. I'm not getting more power by doing that, I'm just getting more heat. So if I unbutter that and pull one of the shunt legs and leave it there, just leave it the one leg hanging up, that should be good enough for testing. This is the one that originally came with the kit. First thing I noticed when I took it apart was there's no grease at all, not even a thermal pad. I guess they were just hoping it would just transfer the heat thermally. But this would have burned out. This spreader bar over here would have just got hotter and hotter, and then would have just fried the fats. Wasn't made to last. I mean, the only good thing about this is they put 60-volt caps in it, but they couldn't be bothered to put a heat grease on it. So I'm going to grease that up before I put it back together. I just wanted to pull it apart for reference for when I show you the shunts. So let's. This one here I also pulled together for reference. I'm not going to do anything with it yet because I haven't got the other wheel yet. I'm going to leave it off, put it back together. This is the one that I'm using now on the hub motor. So I'll just modify this one, and once I get this one dialed in, then I'll dial this one in the same way. So let's get to, I think I got a, what is that, a 200 watt, 260 watt wheeler here, and we'll start pulling it apart. So you can still keep the power up there with 1500 watt. You just have to drop the amps down if you're cooking your motor, which I'm doing. Even that little ride I went on yesterday, it was enough to overheat the motor. I put it in the shed and I could smell it when I was outside. That's how bad it was overheated. So that's not good. And that's not even in the summertime yet. Come summer, I'll definitely cook it. Okay, so I guess the first thing we're going to do is heat it up. and see if we can pull that solder out of there. All right, let's. I guess we'll pull that that shunt up that's already been buttered up. It's kind of hilarious that I ended up picking up one that was already modified. If we can get it. We'll try desoldering it first. Take a look at it. Ugh. A little flux on it. Getting paste all over my hands. It does not want to melt. There's melting over here though. Yuck. Oh, there we go. I think we got one. Let's check it here. Yeah, it's definitely lifted. That's good enough. Then what we'll do is we'll just leave it there in case it's too much, which I doubt it will be. It should be fine. Yeah, so the weather's changed over here in Canada. It's extremely cold again. I'm hoping it starts to warm up again. We're just coming into version 3 of the pandemic. Yay! Or the third wave, they call it. I'm just replacing the solder that I just removed. There we go. Cool. That's about it. Not much more that's going on. I'm using up the rest of the my PLA. It sits in the basement and it goes bad, so I'll get a couple of more cell holders out of it before it goes bad. This will sit until I get the puller and a few other parts. Someone did send me some emails on some pictures of their project, and actually posted that hulls go bad when it heats up. So yeah, that makes sense. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up using a originally what I tested on this was a sensorless. Runs fine with that, and that way we don't have to do the holes at all. And all we have to do basically is just drop a magnet in here and see what we can pull out of this. Might even make some kind of printable hood to go around here to put a fan on it to help cool it. Yeah, we'll work on it. Like I said, it's a project. It's ongoing. It'll take a long time to make it better. But I definitely want to get rid of the slip ring and the coil on that. Can't be bothered with that. So that's it. Hopefully that's the only thing I found wrong with it. Hopefully it drops it down to at least 29 to 36 amp, which it should. And if this works out, then I'll do the other one. But this one will have to be re-greased. It's probably a good thing I didn't use it because it would have blew it up. And I'm going to put a controller, or one on this side and one on the other side for servicing. This is about all I've been doing today, guys. Take it easy.